guys. Welcome to a very special edition of the Mom Game After Dark, presented by our friends at Noble Wines Vine. Thank God.
Noble
for wine.
Vines.
What did I say?
Wine.
I said Noble Wines Wine?
You said Noble Wines.
Jesus.
No, you said Noble Wines Vine, which is really funny.
Okay.
Like they have a big old vine.
This is literally my second glass, so I promise it's not that wheels off already. But we're not even going to start again. We're just going to say, welcome to the Mom Game After Dark, presented by Noble Vines Wine.
Yes.
Bless my heart.
Bless your heart.
It's been a long day, Julie.
This is going to be fun.
Okay.
So Emily's all out of sorts because she's had to parent toddlers again.
So look, in case you
helping me,
in case you don't follow us on social media, today was a very special day. This day that we are shooting this Mom Game After Dark, it was part one of the Mom Game Home Invasion, which was an idea that I had that there was some confusion on in the beginning. But basically, it's where I come to Julie's house and kind of live a day in the life at Julie's house. Mm-hmm. And then in a couple of weeks, she'll come to my house and do the same. And so I have forgotten what it's like. Mm-hmm. Your kids are
it's nonstop
6 and 3, mm-hmm. and they're lovely and adorable.
Thanks.
And can crush pizza.
Uh-huh.
But I forgot what it's like.
It's constant.
It's constant.
And then there's like crying still. Like
right. And I'm like, what are you you think anybody's buying that, Anna? She's like fake crying. And I'm like, no, you're not even crying. That's not a real cry. I'm not
you were calling her out.
Yeah. So that's why I was flustered to start. But we are grateful for Noble Vines for sponsoring another Mom Game After Dark, because these are really fun for us because we just get to kind of let loose even more so than we do on the regular Mom Game. And now we're getting to do it together, which feels slightly awkward because we're really close.
I don't think it's awkward.
You don't? It's not in a studio and just like hanging out in your living room with this crooked lampshade. I can't.
Gosh, I can't do anything right.
This
was my one spot. I thought was like maybe okay. So I feel like we need to start with like
set the scene.
Yeah, set the scene, and then like your like thoughts when you pulled up, when you walked in, what you thought of my whole scene.
Okay, you can go ahead. Ask me questions. I'm not just going to offer things up unless you want to start with this. So,
oh God, Emily, when you hold it like that, it looks terrible.
Well, you want me to hold it like this?
Don't hold it the other way. Look at it.
Which is why I said,
wait, from the beginning, you thought it looked like a penis?
That's not even where I was going with this. Oh. All I said was, did you win the ugly pumpkin contest? And you're like, well, that's rude. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
I said that was rude before I knew what you were talking about. I thought you were just talking about my pumpkin carving skills.
No.
Like, because I know they're not the best.
No. But I was talking about like, what, did you buy this way?
That is a gourd.
I understand. Did you buy this gourd this way? Like, did you purposely buy this shaped like this, looking like this?
I don't know. I thought that's what gourds were supposed to look like. Is it rotting?
I don't know. I just was curious.
Gourds are ugly things.
I guess so. And you win the prize. Congratulations.
Yeah, I probably paid like $8 for that thing.
Okay. I just was curious as to what the motivation was behind.
Okay, but did you just think it's generally ugly and that's why you want to talk about it? Or did you do all this because it looks kind of like
I did not. That's you. That's on you.
No, but look, like when you're holding it up, like tell me that's not. I thought, oh, that's why she wants to talk about this because it looks like a big.
No, I just thought it was really ugly, and you brought that up.
Well,
the sweet,
you know what,
sweet one.
They're not always pretty.
They're not, and that one is not. Okay, so let's move on to our day. Okay.
So we shot a show today.
Mm-hmm.
That hopefully everybody's watched by now.
Yep. Bob Sturm. Great show with Bob.
Awesome. Yeah. So normally like we'll part ways and then we'll like talk later, a few days later, whatever. But this day was fun because you're like, okay, I'm coming over.
Yeah.
And so I gave you my address. I had to pick up Ryder and Anna because Ryder was at a play date because he had a random Tuesday off of school. Today was election day. And then yesterday they were like, well, let's just give him Monday off too, because it doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, but I will
say,
kudos to them. The day after Halloween is a good random off
It's good
day.
for the teachers. Yeah. The teachers don't want to deal with all their tiredness and hyperness. But
That's true.
it's kind of nice after you make it through that long Halloween weekend to be like, here you go.
Yeah.
But I will say I'm so glad. Like, that's one of the reasons I had to leave my other job. It's like, I can't do all these random days off if I had that job still.
Right.
Like, you're just paying someone all the time.
And now this is your job where we just talk about
Isn't it fun?
gourds and
We talk about gourds
wine
that
and-
look like inappropriate things. We drink Noble Vines.
Noble Vines wine.
Noble Vines wine. My kids are here. I don't have to we can just do it from home.
Yeah.
Or from the studio during working hours.
Yes.
So anyway, so you got to come over.
I did.
So I did the poll about should I hire somebody to clean, which I wasn't really going to hire somebody, but I was going to try to, I don't know, maybe I would try really hard all morning to clean. I don't know. I just didn't get it all figured out. I cleaned some, but I didn't finish.
Really?
I didn't finish the job.
Okay.
Which is the story of my life. I kind of picked up and then I got distracted. Oh my God, how do you focus? I can't focus. I can't sit and just fold laundry for an hour. But anyways, we can get into that. 'Cause some of what I wanted to talk about was chores and how people handle them. But yeah, I didn't do a deep clean for you. I cleaned.
That's
I
okay.
washed your sheets,
You
your
did?
room, and the
very
bathroom,
important.
and everything should be
Wonderful.
Should be
Spotless.
great.
It's great. Yes.
Ryder's room, Anna's room. Or Ryder's room's not bad. Anna's room's just whatever. My room. Kitchen. Yeah. It's clean. It wasn't crusty or anything.
No, there's no crust anywhere.
No. Just pizza rolls
Okay.
that you found.
Can you
Oh,
talk
she's
for
going to
one
get the
second?
pizza rolls. So this is something that was a result of me quickly having to get out the door to go shoot our show today. And then I had just made Ryder a snack and I didn't know what to do with these. So I put them back in the oven.
There's pizza rolls.
Here's pizza rolls.
So we're eating dinner and I glance over at the oven and I was like, oh, there's something in the oven. Is she cooking something or?
I had some big surprise dessert coming out for you.
Right. Yeah. We had our friends at Connie Rosso delivered us some amazing pizza, gluten-free pizza.
Yes. Good job.
And thank you. And pizza for the kids. And so I looked in the oven and I was like, oh, those are pizza rolls. And
pizza rolls.
so I was like, how long have those?
I thought that would be a good hiding spot, but Emily found my freaking hiding spot. I tried to hide them just for the short term while I had to go shoot the show. And then you beat me here. You stayed outside. So I was able to throw them in the oven.
Okay. So
I think that's when I did it.
When I was waiting outside.
Yeah. Because I said they were sitting out when we went to shoot the show. And then you were sitting outside. And I was like, what am I going to do with these? Oh, put them in the oven. It was like when you're a teenager and your mom's like, is the house clean yet?
And you
I'm
shove
coming
everything in
home.
your closet.
And you're like, that's how I felt when
Yeah.
Emily was waiting outside.
Okay. So other than the gourd and the pizza rolls, because you were like, tell me your impressions. And I was like, you're like, is the clutter making you crazy?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is not my house. And
Right.
you're like, well, you told me you can't relax unless it's
decluttered.
right. But that's only in my house.
Okay.
So I'm not, however you live in your house is fine.
Okay. Good.
It doesn't make me, I'm a guest in your home. I'm grateful
Well,
to be
I
a
didn't
guest
know
in
the
your home.
level. I knew the OCD was
I mean,
at
the level's
crazy
high.
levels.
It is.
And you said you had to rearrange Dave Raymond's stuff.
That's right. But that was where I work every day.
Okay.
So if I were going to live here, we would definitely
Work through some
I
things.
would help you. I would ask you if you want my help.
What did we learn from the Dave Raymond situation?
That people don't really want my help.
No, I think people do.
No, if I'm a guest in your home, I'm grateful to be a guest in your home.
Okay.
You've been a wonderful host.
Well, good.
Your kids are delightful.
I fed you a lot.
You've
even
fed
though
me
I
a
didn't
lot.
do it.
Right. Connie Rosso fed us a lot.
Mhm.
Noble Vines has provided us good libations.
Mhm.
Noble Vines wine.
Yes.
I mean, it's terrible.
Okay, so tell me about your pumpkin situation.
I mean, there was two.
So, did you go to the patch?
Mike brought them home from Costco.
Well, that's uneventful.
We carved them.
We went to the patch.
we've
That's where I
never
got my gourd.
Okay, we don't know about a patch. We've never been to a patch. We've never been to a patch. I don't even know where the patches
poor
are.
kids.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
I know. We've never been to a patch.
Deprived.
Mike brought home 2 pumpkins from Costco.
I didn't even know Costco had pumpkins.
And we weren't even with him to pick them out. He picked them out. But it's a one family tradition we do have is we carve the pumpkins together.
Mm-hmm.
And we usually do it. The kids get really antsy once the Costco pumpkins get home. When are we going to carve the pumpkins? So we do it very early, and they turn to mush long before Halloween.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
And then what do you do?
And then I throw them in the trash.
And then do you just have no pumpkins?
Right. Well, I have one cute little white pumpkin with our monogram on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a real one?
No. It's like a plastic. We got it as a gift somewhere.
Oh, maybe that's the way to do it. Fake pumpkins.
Literally this big.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And I put it out on the entryway table, and I'm like, "Happy Halloween, everyone!"
And then that's it. But then Christmas, you go over.
Christmas, we
Halloween's just not worth it to you.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not. It's too. You know how I feel about Halloween. It's kind of a beating.
Yeah,
but it's fun for the kids.
Are your kids done trick or treating?
I mean, it's November 2nd.
I mean, not like right this second.
Oh,
jeez. Are they still out there in the dark? Do you know where your kids are? It's been 2 days. Are they still trick-or-treating? Are they living with strangers?
Pretty sure we're done.
Just on the quest for
they're
the most
still,
candy
I think they're still
in America.
Hattie's for sure still in it. They'll be in it for a couple
There's
more years.
little. Yeah, they're not.
I mean, they're 4th grade, 2nd grade. I think
when does
they're
it
in for a little
stop?
while. I don't know, like 7th, 8th grade?
Yeah.
Middle school?
I've got a 6th grader next door, and I think he was on the tail end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So we're done. But Halloween was great. I feel like it wasn't a huge beating this year. We did our pumpkin carving tradition, and that was it.
Well, maybe next year you should try a patch and find yourself a gourd. And then you can just step up your Halloween game a little bit.
Who wouldn't want a gourd? Think of all the decorations you can make with this gourd. This, I mean, okay, so this is my question. What are you going to do with this?
Well.
And when?
I'm not doing anything with it. I'll probably throw it away. I mean, I know my husband's out of town for a while, but I'm not that
What?
I'm not that desperate.
But you were so worried about me. You were so worried about me. And look who's bringing the stuff. It's you.
It's true.
Sweet little Julie.
It's
sweet little Julie.
This is a gourd gone bad. I will admit it's past its prime.
It's yeah. Okay. Let's move on. So we were gonna do like one little experiment.
I can't take.
What do you think? Should we do this experiment? We have to move on from the gourd.
I know, but I have to lay it down differently. What experiment? Oh, okay. Wait. Is there anything else we want to talk about, or are we going to do that?
No, I think we should save it for the very end.
Experiment.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay. So, chores talk, sports talk. What else can we choose from?
Well, I mean, just mom game after dark. Mom game home invasion. That's what we've been doing today. We've got part 2.
I know. So
part 2 is coming when you come to my house.
Right.
So I can only imagine this shit you're gonna like. I just can't. I can't. I just really.
I'm excited.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited.
But I think it also shows that like how 2 very different personalities can coexist in a very
we can
wonderful.
live under the same roof as one.
No, we can't live under the same. No.
For one night. Why are you getting so freaked out by the thought of that? Jeez. I'm a good time. You know what Kelly said to me the other day? He was like, well, Jules, if nothing else, you're fun. I was like, I don't think that's a compliment.
It's a huge compliment.
If nothing else, you're fun.
Dude, if somebody tells me I'm bringing the fun, I am in.
He means like everything else is just like below average.
No, that's not what he meant.
It's fine.
If someone tells you at this stage in your life, which especially at my accelerated stage that is way older than you, that you're fun, I'm in. That's one of the best compliments you could give me.
Yeah.
Is that I'm fun. Because yeah. Well, think about how stressed people are and how negative people are and all the
I know there's enough of that.
There's so much negative that if somebody's like, oh, well, she's super fun to be around.
Yeah.
Like that's a
I can
huge
do that
compliment.
part. I just need we need a third person in our marriage to like do all the shit, like clean and cook and
Right.
do the laundry.
So I made a pot roast.
Okay. Are you available to be the third person?
No.
Tell me about your pot roast. How did it go?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I did it begrudgingly almost a little bit because Mike was like, because Mike knows how to cook way better than I do, my husband. And he was like, on Sunday, he was like, you want me to cook a pot roast? So I'm like, well, honey, we're doing pizza in the neighborhood with all the neighborhood kids. We're trick-or-treating. So I'll just do that pot roast on Monday. And then I was like, oh my God, what did I just sign myself up for? Like a pot roast? And
it sounds so like vague.
So then until you talk to Mike, and then he gives you step-by-step instructions.
He's very particular about his pot roast.
You need to sear it on the grill first, and then for about 5 minutes on each side out. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, now I've got to write down.
No, I thought the crock pot did the cooking. No. He's saying you have to grill it first?
You need to sear it.
Oh my gosh.
Just lock in the flavors.
That sounds fancy.
So I seared the effing thing, not on the grill, but I seared it on the stove or the oven. The stove is the thing.
I always get confused.
Stove and the oven.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
Whatever the pans go on. I seared it on
That is the stove top?
Stove top. I seared it on the stove top. I looked up some crazy recipe, and then it was like, it didn't, it was like, here, and put some beef broth and put some, it didn't ever tell me how much. And at this point, I just wanted to get the shit in the crock pot so we could start this cooking process. I just started throwing stuff in. I was like, oh, here's a Lipton onion soup mix. That looks good.
Okay. That's what I feel like a pot roast is kind of.
You just kind of throw some stuff in there.
Yeah.
Put some Worcestershire sauce and Worcestershire sauce and some, I didn't have beef broth. I wasn't about to go to the store. So I was like, chicken broth it is. And just.
What was the type of meat?
Roast.
Mystery meat?
It's roast.
Roast? Like that's what it's labeled as?
It's called roast.
Roast. But what's the type of meat?
Like, what do you mean? Like what animal does it come from?
Yeah, like where did it come from?
I mean, I would assume a roast is it's beef, right?
I love how you're trying to be like, I know what the hell I'm talking about, but you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
But you know what's funny is my kids were like, what kind of meat is it? I was like, it's a pork roast. I'm like, it's not. I don't think it's pork.
It's just mystery meat.
Isn't it beef? Isn't it like
don't ask me.
Isn't it, okay, all meat. Isn't it cow or pig? Not all meat, but like the vast majority. Like pork or beef. Doesn't all beef come from a cow?
I guess it's just different cuts of the cow.
Right.
So I don't know. It just seems so generic to me, like a roast.
I know. I was brown. It was pink when it started. It was brown when it ended. Okay. I feel like mission accomplished.
Yeah. And everyone ate it?
Everyone ate it. You know what? Henry went back for seconds.
Nice.
The vegetables were really good. I'm not a huge roast eater. So I had some of the vegetables.
Save our roasts. They're an endangered species, you guys.
Surely
don't eat roast. Save our roasts.
Roast comes from a cow.
I know. I just love that I said what type of meat and you said roast.
Well, what type? If I said I made a pot roast and I asked you what type of meat is it, what would you say?
I'm not claiming to be the pot roasting expert.
You cook one effing pot roast and you're supposed to be an expert now?
I thought you were going to figure out what it was.
You're stressing me out.
Is it a cow?
Anyway, what type of meat? This is riveting podcasting, by the way. Welcome to the Mom Game After Dark, presented by Noble Vines.
Noble Vines. We're sitting here.
And I will say this is my favorite of all of
the Pinot.
Mm-hmm. And it's the 667 Pinot Noir. Yes. Love it. And I swear to God, this is my second glass tonight, even though it doesn't seem that way. What type of meat is a what? What pot roast?
Pot roast.
Pot roast.
Yes. Ted says it's a specific cut, usually a tough cut from the shoulder or rump. So you ate a cow's ass.
Okay, or a shoulder. But I'm glad he said that because it's hard to get it to where it's not too tough.
Well,
everybody talks about roast and it'll just fall apart. And I was like,
do they talk about roast like that?
Well, when I was looking it up on the internet,
yeah.
And so as I'm like cutting it up aggressively, I'm like, look, it's just falling apart. Just falling apart.
And it wasn't. We
had
need
to
to
make it
we really need to have a
qualified.
cooking show.
Well, yeah. Can you imagine the people who would turn to us for
Right?
cooking? So that's something that's been going on in my life. That was Halloween,
Okay.
and then pork roast, and then I'm still training for the half marathon. The last
How is that
woman
going?
running. It's good. So I'm up to 8 miles. I'll run 9 this week.
Do you have like a training program?
It's just basic. So I run a lot anyway, and so I just look at the long run, and I do the long run each week that's prescribed or suggested. And so this week,
like once a week?
Once a week. But I'm running 6 every day, or running/walking 6 every day still. And so this week it's 9, and then I take a step back and go 5, and then 10, 11, and then it's the race.
Well, when's the race?
Like December 12th,
Oh.
December 13th.
Coming up.
December 13th, I think. Yeah.
Do I need to go and make a sign?
Duh.
And bring you a roast at the end?
Yes. A roast and a sign.
A roast and some Noble Vines wine.
Please. I'll need it.
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I haven't run one in a long time. I'm half marathon. So, and I'm raising money for Children's Medical Center.
Oh, nice.
Or Scottish Rite. I'm raising money for a children's hospital, which is all that matters. It doesn't matter which one it is.
There's no bad one.
There's no. It's raising money for and the reason I don't know is because I live in Fort Worth, and the only children's hospital I know is Cook Children's, and now I need to figure out. It is, I'm raising money for a children's hospital, which
we'll
is
do
all
a
that matters.
quick side rail for a little sports, because you said something. You said take a step back about something, and it made me think of Gary Patterson's song.
Oh dear.
And it made me think of Gary Patterson. I was wondering, y'all's is because you're in Fort Worth.
We're season ticket holders.
Mike went there, right?
Yeah, we're season
ticket holders. Did you see that coming, and are people freaking out?
Did not see it coming. I think people are kind of freaking out, but like it's kind of things were not going well here for a while.
Just because they weren't winning,
right?
Or was there more behind? That's what I'm wondering. It's like, was there more behind the scenes stuff?
So my theory is that they kind of started that process of we're going to move on, and he was like, good idea. I'm going to go ahead and move on. You know what I mean? Like you're 18 years. I'm going to do this on my terms. You're not going to see me out. I'm going to
That's what seems
goodbye.
Weird. It's like why they couldn't just do that, like figure out a nice way to pass the baton.
I don't know that would have been possible with Gary, because he's an extremely, from what I know of him, a stubborn man, which has made him a great coach. I'm not saying that's a bad quality. I don't know that would have been an easy breakup, regardless of when
he was
how
just.
It happened.
So it sounds like he was a little bit offended that they would even.
And that is just my theory.
Yeah,
I don't know that to be
that would make
true.
Sense. Yeah,
that it's.
I probably thought I've earned the right to maybe have a few bad years,
right?
And
and
a coach could always say it's recruits or it's this or
it's
that.
just like in any relationship. Like I'm going to break up with you before you break up with me,
right?
And so I think he wanted it to be on his terms. But, TCU is searching for a head coach that they fired midseason. Texas Tech, my alma mater, is searching for a new head coach since they fired theirs midseason.
Yeah. Is there anybody you want for that job?
I mean, I think everybody would love to have Sonny Dykes.
Is that weird? I mean, because
why is that weird?
Because 2 years ago it was like, no.
I think Tech
just because they have one good season.
No, I think Sonny's established a reputation. Sonny also knows what it takes. Lubbock is a very unique place. Yeah. Lubbock is a very niche. You've got to know how to recruit to Lubbock.
He's just been sitting here this whole time.
But his ties with his dad, like there's a lot of things that make Sonny feel like, but we thought that with Cliff, and it didn't work out, and now Cliff's just, might be the
just killing
coach of the year in the effing NFL after being fired from Texas Tech, which is insane, which I hope he does. He's a dear friend of mine. But you just never know how things are going to work out. But I will say you have to find the right kind of I don't want to say character, but the right fit for Lubbock. And Spike Dykes had it. And granted, he wasn't we weren't upper echelon or anything. When Spike was there, he also got it, and we were pretty respectable year in and year out. And then Mike Leach had that quirky, batshit crazy enough personality to bring guys in. And he was unconventional enough to get the attention of some guys and do some things in a different way. And they have not been able to find a fit since then. So it'll be fun to watch the way the coaching carousel continues to rotate.
It's kind of crazy.
And then they were looking at that UTSA guy.
Yeah.
Who gets a 10-year, $28 million at UTSA, which good for him. Jeff Traylor, that's effing amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Just when someone starts doing well at one of those smaller schools and everyone gets excited.
They become the hot commodity.
Or not even a smaller school, but SMU, for example, they're like winning, beat TCU, and then it's like, oh, there goes the coach. But that's just the way it is.
Okay, one more subject before we do our experiment.
Yeah.
What do you want to do the experiment, or did you want to talk chores?
Yeah, we can talk chores, but before that, we do have some good things about Noble Vines that we want to tell y'all.
Oh, that's right. I'll be the model. You be the spokesperson.
You be the Vanna White, and I'll be the Pat Sajak.
Since I can't talk, apparently.
Yeah, you're fired from talking. Noble Vines Wine aims to bring out the best in wine and in people. It's bringing out the best in Emily. My gourd needs some, and maybe it'll get a little makeover. Our vine stocks originate from highly coveted vineyards in France. Selecting the best of these vine stocks and cultivating them in California has earned Noble Vines its quality reputation. Noble Vines 337 Cabernet, with its rich, full-bodied style, aroma of cherry and blackberry, and suave tannins, invites you to share something meaningful and pour good into the world. We love Noble Vines because A, it tastes good, B, they support us here on the Mom Game, and C, they do good. They give back. They always have a mission to help people, which is really wonderful.
And they were a huge part of our Do It for Dirt Foundation event. Can't thank them enough for their involvement in that event, which we raised $130,000, and Noble Vines was a huge part of that. So we appreciate them for being a part.
That's a lot of money you raised
too. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, well done.
Yes, we're proud.
Noble Vines, like we just said, has a deep-rooted desire for good. They help people out, hold people up. They see good in every situation and do good in every chance that they get. They choose to pour good into the world and give people their best. We stand for something more and believe there's always more good to give. And all of that, it's like, you don't have to say all that if you're a wine label, but they do because that's so important to them, and I love it.
Yeah.
They're also a proud supporter of the North Texas Food Bank, and like Emily just said, the Do It for Dirt Foundation must be 21 or over. Of course, Noble Vines, Napa, and Manteca, California. Please drink responsibly. If anybody was wondering, we are slumber partying, so we won't be driving anywhere, which is the best time to drink Noble Vines wine for this Mom Game After Dark.
Yes, we're definitely of age, and we're definitely not driving anywhere. That's for sure.
So
I'm only on my, and I know people don't believe me, but this is only my second glass of wine, and I'm not even done with it. Just because I couldn't say Noble Vines wine in the beginning.
That's okay. It's
okay. I know, but I will say one more thing on that. Yeah. With the Do It for Dirt Foundation, he came to me to ask our friend, which I'm spacing on his name. Dave Duncan. Yeah, Dave came to us and said, "What can we do to help?"
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so it's so awesome. I forgot his name right fast, and now I'm flustered.
I know. So chores. So I feel like everybody handles and manages their chores differently. And I think like on show episode 4 or 5, we like rated chores. Do you remember that?
Yeah, sweeping was high.
Like yes, mine was like vacuuming, all of that. So I don't know. How do y'all manage? Like, I just sometimes feel so overwhelmed with the chores. And there's certain ones that I'm like, okay, no big deal. Like wiping up the kitchen counter, like doing those dishes, that really doesn't bother me. Putting dishes away, But like there's certain ones like laundry. Doing the laundry is fine. Taking it out, folding it, putting it where it needs to go. That is like the bane of my existence. I hate it. And it'll sit in baskets. I'll try to force the kids through, but mine will sit in my room like you saw. Because I'm like, none of this matters. I could grab my laundry out of a basket, or I could grab my laundry out of a dresser. Right. And no one's going to know but me. But the kids, I try to keep somewhat going. But it's all consuming.
Okay. But here's the deal. If it doesn't bother you, and if it's not your jam, then don't. If you're totally fine with that, and you're like, screw it, who cares? Then don't worry about it.
Okay. So maybe this is more a conversation of like, do you think people really have it figured out? Or do you think people just put on a
with front, laundry?
Like they're like chores and like, I don't know. I feel like everybody has like this picture perfect, and maybe this is social media, like a picture perfect like vibe of what their house is and their life is and their kids. But then like, do all of these people really have it figured out?
No.
But me?
No. I mean, listen, my house is
and
clean.
I'm not even talking about you.
No,
like we've
but
talked about, you have like a disorder. But I'm just...
Right.
But I'm talking about just everybody.
My house is clean, but my family and my life they're giant disasters. Yes.
Right.
But
how are you not like, it would take 24/7 to be cleaning if I wanted my house to be like spotless.
No, I'm telling you this. If you just get your baseline, if you do it one time and then commit to keeping it that way, it can work. If that's important to you. If that's not important to you, then F it. Who cares?
Well, I mean,
it's important to me. And that's why I do it. That's why I do laundry every day, a load of laundry. You know why? Because it takes me 2 minutes to put it in the laundry and 2 minutes to transfer it. And then it takes me 10, 15 minutes to fold it and put away because it's one load, one day's wash.
Yeah.
So if you ever get on top of that, then it just becomes, and this is just like, this is my crazy mind. This is how I work. And it's the same way with my house. Like, but if that doesn't bother, if that is not jacking with your brain and jacking with your whatever.
It doesn't jack with my brain. I mean, I'd prefer it to be nice. And
if
look
it's
nice
jacking with your vibe,
better.
if it's not jacking, if you're, then who fucking cares?
Right.
Who cares?
What about like, how do y'all distribute chores? Like who does the trash? Like do you do the dryer lint every time you're doing a lot of laundry? Dryer lint is something I forget about sometimes.
Oh, I don't do dryer lint
You don't?
Every few days. No,
okay.
That's fine.
But like little things like that, I'm like, it's just all these little things.
No, it's basically like what needs to be done that day. And it's like the kids scoop the poop, but usually I help them.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like, I'll hold the bag. You put the poop in there, whatever. I know we've talked about the hangers, like bringing your they have to bring their clothes down. Like you bring your clothes,
do you
put
designate,
them in the
so you've got like all the, like, do you designate what you want Mike to do?
No, he's basically, we call it outside chores, inside chores. So basically stuff on the outside, he takes care of. Stuff on the inside, I take care of.
Okay.
I mean, but we help each other with stuff, but like he's not sweeping.
Yeah.
He's not folding clothes. He'll be like, I did the laundry, which means he moved the laundry from the washer to the dryer and hit start.
Right.
I did the dishes, which means I put the little thing in there and hit
press
start.
the button, and then they just sit there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that man has probably not unloaded a dishwasher or folded a load of laundry. I mean, at least in 2 years since I've been not traveling.
Right.
I mean, when I travel, he's forced to do things.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't mind doing those things.
Yeah.
I don't see it as like this.
I think, I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a staying at home thing. I think now more when you have work and you have your house and you have this and that, and then like managing all the kids' schedules. It's like compartmentalizing your day. That's what I need to, say like, okay, this hour is chores, and then this 2 hours is work, and then this 1 hour is exercise. It's like being under the same roof when you've got all these different things to do.
But just do what matters. Like you said, and prioritize it. Like for me, outside of my family and being there for them or whatever, my first priority, like for myself personally, whether it's chores or, I hate that word chores, but like housework or whatever, or even before I work, is I run and I work out, and that's for my headspace.
Yes.
And so you have to prioritize that into where I won't be productive at anything else until I get that done.
Yeah.
So you just figure that out.
Yeah. No,
but don't stress out about if shit doesn't bother you and it's not in your
dome.
It
kind of does. Yeah. No, I don't I'd rather live in a perfect looking house.
Right. But I mean, or just get to a place where you feel like, okay, this is what I want.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And for the most part, it's fine.
Right.
It's not like super bad. It's just like, and when kids are little, it's just
way harder when kids are little.
Because every day, like he's dumping out this and dumping out that and playing with the truck. Then he's like, don't move my truck. I want to play with them in the morning.
Right.
I'm like, well, that sounds easier than picking them all up.
Yeah. That's like when my kids are like, oh, we want to build a fort. And then they build the fort. And they're like, will you please leave it up?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So but just do you, girl.
Yeah.
Who cares? Just as long as you're good. That's all that matters. As long as you're good and your family's good and like you're operating in a great way, then you got it. Okay.
Oh, great way.
Great way. Okay, here we go.
This is our experiment. It's time.
So are we doing this experiment?
Yeah, we have to do it from your phone. So this is what we're doing.
Why are we doing it from my phone?
Because no one can say no to you. This is what we've established.
This is not true.
They cannot not answer.
That's not true. Okay, we're gonna find out.
Okay, so this is what our experiment is. We're gonna try calling, I think, Donnie first. We want to see who answers our phone calls. So we were thinking of people that have been on the show before, people that are our friends. And if they answer, then we're going to talk to them on FaceTime and try to show everybody. And then we'll try to add on and like see who Donnie wants us to add on and see how many. I don't know how many we can add on to a FaceTime, but we're going to.
This is a total experiment.
This is our slumber party experiment.
Okay.
By the way.
Are we FaceTiming?
Yeah. I feel like we should have more, or not us, but moms should have more slumber parties.
Agreed.
It's fun.
Because
Emily got to help me with my kids. And then
I did. I don't think I was that much help.
I get tired of sitting there watching TV. When they go to bed, we can all hang out.
He's not going to.
Yes! Yes! Donnie! Hi, Donnie!
Donnie, look. You guys, Donnie answered. Donnie, he loves us. He loves us.
We haven't even let him talk. Look, and he's wrapping the ticket.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Donnie.
I got to make sure we can hear you in the microphone. So we're recording the Mom Game After Dark. Okay. You are our first surprise guest.
You're always our surprise guest.
Even though you didn't come to our party.
Yeah, we have to talk to you about that.
I know. I'm so sorry. I apologize to Julie. I didn't send you the text message. I was there. I was on the golf course. And I had a little bit too much. So when I got home to take a shower, there was every intention of going out there, but
and then you went sleepy time.
The mind was willing, but the body said, "Sit your ass down." So I the first few times.
Well,
so looked like a good time.
We still love you. We love you so much that you were our first phone call.
Well, we did a poll today, and everyone was like, "You have to call Donnie tonight."
You won the poll. Okay, so what are you doing? What are you watching?
I'm watching Mavericks Heat.
What's the score?
It is 123-107 Heat.
That's not good.
Is it time to push the panic button?
Baseball game, so I can see a championship change hands.
Oh,
guess what?
Gosh, please. Let's go. How about that? Oh, look, we're about to. Oh, look at this. Let's see if this works. Can you see? Who she's
Mike
calling?
won't answer. What are the odds Mike answers?
There's zero chance he answers.
He hung up. He hung up.
He not only didn't answer, he early exited.
He shady buttoned us. I call that shady button.
He did.
Who should we call?
Donnie,
who should we call?
Who should we call next?
Help us. We're playing slumber party games.
I don't know. You know what? Corby's at the concert. So
no, we're not calling Corby. His ass wouldn't answer anyway. He thinks he's too cool.
Really?
No, I mean, maybe. Who knows? We had the most confidence in you. I just want to say that.
Yeah, anytime one of you guys will call me, you know I'm going to pick up the phone.
Donnie, so much. Try adding it on Mike Reiner.
Oh, Reiner.
I may be doing it, and I'll still call.
Whoa.
Hey, now. Let us just tell you don't have to answer if you're doing it, and we call you.
I know.
I'll probably pick up the phone because I probably won't be doing it.
Okay, well, we can only do one call at a time on FaceTime. So we're going to do one more because we did 3 strikes. Well, I guess we only have 1 strike since Roy, but you're our first ball.
I love it.
Ball 1.
Yeah, I'm the first ball.
You're the first ball.
Donnie, is there anything you need to tell us about life or anything you want to tell the Mom Game viewers? We haven't talked to you in a while. I miss you.
I miss you too, Jules.
I miss you too.
Well, Emily, you know I miss you. You know I love you. I haven't checked on you in a while. I'm very disappointed in myself.
You know what? I haven't checked on you either. I've been checking on people, though. I hope you know. You taught me that. I've been checking on people.
Check on your people.
Check on your people.
Better with each other. We're worried about everybody else, and we're not checking on each other.
Yep.
No, Julie, life is good. It's football season. It's high school football and college football and pro football. I'm doing a ton, so I'm staying busy. Everything's good.
Yeah, you're like the voice of a.
You know what?
What?
You know what I did? I did something that I don't know if it's considered white people land or not. I have no idea.
Oh gosh, please tell us.
But I went and had actually ordered like raw oysters for the first time in my entire life.
Whoa.
Like
Okay.
last week.
Okay. How did you go? Horseradish cocktail sauce. Did you go naked? Did you go
Naked?
Well, naked
That'd be weird
oysters.
to get naked just to order them.
I had on clothes, Emily. I didn't go out there nude. But,
Well, you don't wear clothes when you go number 2.
okay,
Yeah,
well,
but it's different than ordering oysters.
What's the difference?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did dress him up a little bit, but you know what? I felt in the groove, and I want to go back.
Was it
I
an
do it again.
aphrodisiac?
Oh, is it really?
No, I'm asking you. Was it? It's supposed to be.
Apparently not.
Aphrodisiac means going home and going straight to sleep. Yes, that's what
Okay.
Okay, one last question. What do you think of our gourd?
What is that?
It's a gourd. She bought this as a decoration for Halloween.
What's a gourd?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought I was being like, I don't know.
Festive?
I don't know, but doesn't it set like kind of suspicious looking?
Yeah, it looks like something I do when I'm naked.
Okay.
Hey, it's like a turd.
Like a turd?
Like a turd. It does look like a turd.
It's not very pretty.
It does. It's not good. It's not. Get it out of my face. Okay.
Emily's spending the night at my house, and I'm
terror.
I'm terrorizing her with a rotted gourd.
Okay. All right, Donnie, tell the mom gamers you love them.
I love you, Mom.
We
Oh,
love
wait,
you.
say it again. They didn't hear you. It cut out.
I love you, Mom game people.
That's the way.
They love
All right,
you. We love
so
you,
much.
Donnie.
We
Thanks
love you.
for
Thanks for
answering.
answering us. You're the real MVP. Bye.
Bye.
It works.
He's the best.
He's the best. There's zero chance anyone else answers.
Try
their
Mike
phone call.
Reitner.
Okay, one more. That's our last one.
Because I don't have his number. I don't know. I guess we communicate
Okay.
through you or on Twitter or something.
He doesn't even have FaceTime.
What do you mean? He
Look,
doesn't
it's
have
not-
FaceTime?
because he doesn't have an iPhone.
Oh.
He has like a Samsung or some shit like that.
So Roy didn't answer.
Who else would be
Someone good.
someone good?
Corby would have been good.
Corby would have been good. He might have answered if he was home. I honestly am not really.
Oh, how about Dan McDowell?
Oh Lord, do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Oh gosh,
Let's
this
see.
could be disastrous.
Look what
Oh,
Price
Ted
says.
just texted Pat Green.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. There's zero
Dan-
chance he's answering.
He's like, why is Julie FaceTiming me?
And it is 8:56.
It's not that late. Everyone's watching sports. But the FaceTime would freak Dan out. Dan would probably only talk on the phone. He'd be like, I don't want to know.
He's probably in that man cave doing God knows what. Okay, that's strike 2.
Dan,
we're gonna try Pat.
strike.
Oh, Pat's got
Pat.
FaceTime video. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what
Tell
if he
him we
answers.
saw he's gonna have a concert at the Rustic that I saw, so we should
Yeah.
go.
We could tell him we're calling to promote his concert.
Yeah. And to sing.
Pat's old. He's probably asleep if he's not playing. He may be playing. What if he was playing and he answered on
Oh,
stage?
that'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
Let's try Mike next. Your Mike.
No, are you kidding? My mic is already in his beta zone.
Oh, he his beta zone.
Oh, he's so asleep. All right, strike 3. We're out.
Oh man.
Listen, I feel like you go 1 for 3.
Yeah, I
Or
mean
1
that's
for
not
4.
bad. Donnie's officially our best friend.
Totally our best friend. Mike Story is dead to me now.
What's Carol doing?
My mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus.
Carol's awesome.
Uh,
Mike Soroy is dead to me too.
Okay, last one. Last one.
Let's try Carol.
Okay, last one. Just so we can end on a high note.
Yeah. Mom's got it.
I mean, she's going to be awake. That's for sure. She doesn't go to bed till she may not answer. Maybe she is asleep.
no one likes us.
She's probably watching the game. Listen, it's 9:00 on a Tuesday. Okay, we're done. Hey, there's my mom.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, Mom.
Julie.
Hi.
We're shooting the mom game. We're having,
shooting a mom game after dark, and we're trying to see who will answer our phone calls. And I said, moms will always answer.
Wait. Well, first
Oh, here we go.
I show everybody here.
She never calls.
Emily, call your mom.
On the air right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's not live, but
We text a lot, Mom. It's not that I never.
No, what I'm saying is when I hear your call, it's a certain ring, and yeah.
were you excited?
Well, yeah. I thought, well, let's see, what night does she want me to watch the kids?
That's kind of all we're good for these days as daughters.
Oh, whatever. I send you an invite to Joe T's on Friday night.
You did,
Thank you very much.
and I will be going. Now, you at Julie's?
Yes.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
She helped me feed my kids and put them to bed.
Am I on the air?
you will be in a couple days, Mom.
Oh, dear.
I'm glad you have your earrings on with your pajamas in bed.
I just got my PJs on. Don't make fun of me.
You look
No.
pretty.
You're gorgeous.
You look very pretty.
Okay. All right. Well, you are the second one to answer our call, and we're so grateful for
It's
it.
just
Who's first?
Donovan Lewis.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds cool. Is he married?
He's married. He's happily married.
Carol, have you been on any good dates?
Do what?
Have you been on any good dates though?
Oh. No.
No.
I haven't been on any date.
Yeah.
Not even bad dates.
That's 2022. Here comes Carol. We got this. Okay, Mom. I love you so much.
Love you too.
Thanks
Bye,
for-
Julie.
Thanks for answering our
Bye.
call.
Next time we'll have a slumber party with our moms.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Up for that.
My mom would love it.
Okay.
Mom, hi.
Okay, I
Okay.
will. Bye.
Okay. Love you.
Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Aw.
Love you. Bye.
You.
Is she the cutest?
She's adorable. She's a mess. I love her so much. But yeah, she's awesome. Okay,
She's
it's time to
cute.
wrap this party up.
I know.
I've got games to watch.
Emily's got games to watch.
Yes. So do you. The
We have
Stars are fun.
Stars, we have
Mavericks.
Mavs, and we have World Series.
By the time this airs, those will all be over, but you'll realize our anticipation when you see that we were in the middle of all those things.
Yes.
So yeah.
Big night for sports, big,
Big night
night
for
for us, big night for the mom game, home
Thanks
invasion.
to Noble Vines.
Thanks
we still
to
didn't even
Noble
drink.
Vines.
I mean, we still have so much wine left.
Yeah, we're doing good.
We're doing good.
We're setting a good pace.
We are. We
Yeah,
are.
we're not going too crazy. And
Thank
Connie
you.
Rosso for the pizza.
Yes. So amazing. Yes.
So amazing.
Thank you to our dude, Dave Duncan. Dave, Duncan. I apparently can't talk tonight, period. I've been frazzled by the fact that I've been around a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old
And
for
a
the
gourd.
last few hours and a really weird gourd. So
The
thank you
screenshot would be
guys
bad.
so much for being with us for another Mom Game After Dark. We can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks on our next one when Julie comes to
Emily's house.
She
I
can see
can't
how crazy
wait.
I am.
I'm going to see how quickly I can make cluttery corners in her house.
It'll be fun. All right. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you next time. Mom Game
Mom game out.